See if this works. Where's my other channel? Check 1 2. Check. Yeah, that's good. There, you made it. Oh no, he's fixing his mic.
Hold on, I'm setting up my mic.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Oh yeah.
God damn it. Keep dropping my controller. That damn Donna Summers.
Oh man, that sounds weird.
Got that hot stuff on the brain. Sorry, I'm trying to.
It sounded like you, like if I were to be inside an acoustic guitar, that's what it sounded like.
Oh no.
I was like, bang, bang. I'm like, ooh.
I made myself. Oh, I didn't make them. I just poured myself some Fruit Loops.
Fruit Loops.
The Breakfast of Champions.
Man. Oh no, not Hassan.
Whose idea was it that, like, sugar was the best thing to have in the morning? like seriously, most cereals like super sugary.
Yeah.
Like somebody's like, this is a good idea.
It's freaking. Nah, man, because they probably just freaking trying to make diabetes for everyone, dude. Diabetes for everyone, and they want you in a hospital bed. That's what they want.
They want to give you those diabetes.
Diabetes.
And take your legs, man.
Take your legs. First they start with your toes, then they start with your calves. Next thing you know, you're a stump. Fuck. Fuck. I'm trying to do the trick where I could just warp to fucking Amarish. There it goes. Yeah.
I think it's funny that we're both playing two different games. We're talking to each other.
Yeah, no, that's cool. Because we were playing Destiny last night a lot, but I was just like,
You're over it.
I barely got my light to like 191, like a solid 191. So no matter what I do, it'll be good. But oh man, the road to 400 is a pain in the butt.
Yeah, I already started noticing. Like I'm at 385, and like it's not increasing. And I was like, oh, it was like really easy to increase before then.
Yeah.
Now it's just like super slow.
You're like, thanks, guys. Oh man, I don't have enough nanites or anything. Oh man. But so really, was it okay? Was it that bad with I guess we could say names. Who's gonna know? All right, is it that bad? Was it that bad with Mari or whatever that she really just like got up and just said like after she heard your title, she just really just got up and just went like, "Oh, look it, you're so important."
I don't know. It was just more like it caught her. Like I don't know. It just seemed to catch her attention more than whatever else I was saying.
Because
like,
I mean, for girls nowadays to put the phone down just because they heard your title, that's got to say something about society. I mean, that's not just her. I know it's more than just her.
yeah, I mean, it's like other people too, like that I've talked to. Oh, what do you do? Oh, you know, I'm a product manager, and oh, you're a manager. Like, what the fuck? That's not even like that glamorous. And
Yeah.
they just like they light up. It's really sad.
Yeah, it's just like I mean,
They
how
just assume, oh, you must make decent money then. No, not really. But you would think so, but I don't.
well, it's just I think it's stupid, like freaking shitty because it's just like, well, if you're not a manager, it's like so what does this mean? If you're not a manager, anyone of stature, you're basically worthless as a human being. That's it's an extreme case, but honestly, I mean, that's the way people treat you. They just kind of look over you and say, oh, he's not nothing. Oh, fuck him. You know?
Yeah.
I think it's messed up. It's like at
Yeah.
least you're not like half of everyone where there's just a lot of people are not doing shit, fucking just not doing shit with their lives. Maybe they got dealt a shitty hand and they're just fucking doing a bunch of drugs and like not wanting to do shit. You know what I mean? I mean, I understand that like like life just seems like, oh, it's a bunch of crap that I have to do for somebody else, but at the same time it's like you got to do at least a little bit of something just to get you to where you want to be, like you got to do something you don't want, unfortunately, but it's like if you don't want to be part of the game, well then make your own game. That's what I think. Why be the player when you could be the creator?
Oh, so I heard somebody was telling me that I guess like if you go to Catalina on your birthday, they like treat you like a king.
Really?
Yeah, I mean he was white, so
He was
white. But he's like, oh yeah, go and tell them it's your birthday, and they'll give you like the boat ride's free, and whoever you're with is like half
Dude,
off.
Anybody that's freaking got a little pigment in them, they wouldn't give him shit. They'd give him a little card saying "I owe you."
Yeah, I mean, I don't look that brown, so.
No, I know. Good for you.
No, I look like something though. I don't look like a white person. I don't necessarily look Mexican, but I don't look white.
Yeah.
People always think I'm like, I don't know, from like Europe or. One guy was like, "Are you Argentinian or from Argentina?" I'm like, "No."
Hey,
I couldn't even point Argentina out on a map.
it sucks because it's like,
from there.
okay, Squeege? Alright, so
Yeah.
Squeege, they think he's Filipino. Even you think he's like Lou Diamond Phillips'
Dude.
last son or something.
He looks like what's that guy's name?
You look like Liu Kang.
It's Brandon Lee Scott's son.
Oh.
The guy from Soldier, remember?
Yeah.
That's what Squeege looks like. No, Squeege looks like the dude from Wind Talkers.
Yazi, Ben Yazi.
He's the dude from Wind Talkers. Yeah, your brother looks like all different than you guys. uh,
Yeah. But
yeah.
I mean, like, I told him, it's just like, hey, dude, it's like, I got some nice girls over there. I'm just saying. You better ride that freaking, you better ride that fantasy train. Because if you
Dude,
tell
he
him
could
what
go to
you, if you tell him what you really are, you ain't gonna make it.
the. Dude, he could go to the Philippines with like $100 and he could live like a king.
What are they gonna do? Treat him like Conan the Barbarian and start handing him women?
Yes. Now, I heard it's like you could go there and buy like a shit ton of beer for like, I don't know, like our money has a lot of value over there or something.
Yeah.
Which, you know, our money's not as valuable elsewhere anymore.
Go figure. But yeah, like yeah, I had like Cambodia and Philippines and stuff like that. Like it goes farther, and actually Mexico is actually not as much as it used to be anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh shit. But oh shit, sorry, I was getting into the game. I'm like, okay, I gotta get this guy. Oh shit.
Dude, my fucking this goddamn PlayStation controller. Fucking I can't hear like half the things you say. Keeps cutting out.
Oh, it keeps cutting? It's the controller, huh?
I'm pretty sure it's the controller. It's shitty because it's like the newer one.
Yeah, what happened?
I'm telling you, somebody fucking comes in here and they fucking play video games and they drop my fucking
They just
controller or
throw
something.
it. It's your sister. She's like rage quitting. It's like they fucking killed me again. Ah! Poof. Something.
I'm sure whatever you said was funny, but I didn't hear any of it.
Oh my fucking.
I can't hear. I can't hear you. Can't hear shit now. I can't hear anything.
It's okay. It wasn't that fucking funny.
Oh my gosh, it's like this is the worst it's been. I think.
Yeah.
It's because you're, and you know why, right?
Because you're trying to do things.
Exactly. That's when we try to do so. Like if we were just playing with the boys, if it was like Planet Man Friday, it'd be fine.
Yeah.
But since you're trying to do something, so now it's not working. I can't even hear the game audio. It's that bad.
Got extra ammunition here.
Wow. Wait, which headset do you have in there?
It's my Beats. So it's not the headset. It's just because I have the mic set up and I'm using the headphones, but the headphones are like the audio. I can't hear anything.
Just try like spinning it around a little bit, like the little cord.
Yeah, I'm like tweaking it a little.
Fucking with it. I don't fucking with it.
Thing. I'm gonna try it.
I'll take this tub.
The attackers have been repelled.
Oh man. Get out of the way, Bobby! Whoa! What the fuck? Oh man. Yeah, that's right. Get out of here. You don't even know what I'm doing. Fuck. Wait, what the fuck? Oh, oops. Fucking moron, get out of here. Really? I have 2 tards in here? Fucking blue tards. Kill that motherfucker! I'll get rid of those assholes. Hee hee! Whoa. Are you still here? It's across the way as per usual. Okay. Shit, there's nowhere to put this thing.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah,
Oh, I was like talking, and for whatever reason, my thing wasn't working.
Really?
Yeah. Because I try to do, I tried to put in the adapter so I could plug in my headphones, but then that, I guess, disabled the microphone. So I had to unplug it and plug it back in.
Oh, yeah, when you put the other headphones, yeah, it does that shit.
It's kind of annoying, because I just want to be able to hear and talk. And I could run it through, like, the audio through the TV, but then there's going to be, like, an echo.
Enemy infiltrator spotted.
Meanwhile...
Meanwhile, in Candyland...
Oh yes, Candyland. Oh, would you please save us from Elsa pastrami?
When you sent me that message, I was like, what the fuck?
No, because I got pastrami and it was like, oh fuck. It was like a big old sandwich and I was like, I can't eat this. Not right now, at least. Not by myself. I still haven't eaten it. It's like right here on my table. It was like 2 days ago now. So, I wanted to talk about something
My what?
that I feel is very important. And that a lot of people don't seem to know about this. And I really think that we should use our position as YouTube podcast people that nobody knows about.
You're gay.
To talk about this very important subject. No, I'm dead serious, Steve. This is really... This is real shit. This is real talk.
Like,
This is real important. People need to know about the hat.
No, we shouldn't tell them. It's like
People
the best.
don't know about the hat.
It's the best kept secret, dude. They shouldn't know.
I know, they'll fuck it up once it goes mainstream, but people need to know.
All right, I gotta include my brother on this one, right? Nobody should really know about the hat, right, David?
No, you don't want to flex your fucking views on.
Yeah, see.
In-N-Out's better.
Fucking Hendos of the
Fucking
world.
In-N-Out. Yeah. This one hole in the wall shit place is better.
Oh,
Okay.
fuck.
I mean, sometimes hole in the walls are great, but not when it comes to the hat.
Yeah.
The hat is the best at what it does.
Yeah. So
There is no
anyone that
argument.
lives in SoCal should know about the Hat and Tommy's and places like King Taco.
Oh yeah, King Taco. I don't know. Or my taco truck. I mean, it's weird because when you like a place, you want people to know about it so that way it doesn't go out of business. But at the same time, you don't want too many people to know about it.
Yeah.
Because then you'll get all douche. You'll get all these like douches, and I don't know. And then a lot of times, I feel like when places become successful, they water down, like to try to make more money.
They water
use-
down the veneer sauce, my friend.
I don't know. You would think, oh, hey, we're making more money because we have more people. Let's, use the best possible like resources and ingredients. But if anything, they kind of use cheaper stuff to make more of a profit. So, I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me.
Trying to find my glasses. Yeah, no, freaking. It's always a business tactic. No one wants to spend crap.
Yeah, man, but like, you make more money if
Well, I know
your
that.
thing is like ungodly and it's like the greatest thing ever. You make more money that way.
Well, I mean,
At least that's the way I see
okay.
it.
My standpoint on this is that, all right, I firmly believe that your product speaks for itself, and I don't believe in skimping on like quality. So I rather make something really, really good. Oh fuck. I'd rather make something really, really good opposed to like make a shit ton of it and try to make a bunch of money like some asshole like the rest of fucking corporate America.
Yeah, because it's like, oh, look, we're making just so much money saving on this, that, and whatever. And I'm sure it shows, like, yeah, I'm sure they make a bunch of money save a bunch of money doing certain things.
Yeah.
But, I mean, if you just have this, like, really good thing, I mean, people will come from all over just to... I mean, look at, like, that place Pink's. It's not even, like, the best at what it is, but it's consistent. Or
Yeah.
In-N-Out, for example. Oh, if you're in Southern California or whatever, you gotta go to In-N-Out. But that's just because they're consistent. You go to any In-N-Out and it's, like, the same. But
Yeah.
it's not even the best at what it does. Wow.
Yeah.
What do I know? I'm just some guy. Ooh.
Eyes open, enemy heavy. Spotted a hostile.
Fuck. I'm off my fucking sniper game. Ah. Oh, really?
Well, it is.
I got
well,
stabbed.
it is DNC.
I got
hate
fucking
when that
stabbed
happens.
by some asshole.
Oh my lord. Dude, the Red Death is like... Is it called the Red Death?
Fuck, really? I fucking fell.
Yeah. The Red Death in Destiny, dude. That gun is fucking badass. Yeah.
Really?
Really? Really, Daniel? Really?
And there it goes. Fucking morons. Nobody healed my Sunny. And I couldn't get there on time. I was like, fuck.
Yeah, man, I don't know if you noticed, I'm on a little bit of a hiatus with Planet Man, because I just can't.
Yeah.
Last time I played, I don't know what happened, but I just remember I was like, I can't play this for a while. I need a break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was horrible. Well, it's harder to play without anybody either. Like, playing by yourself
just
is
not-
ridiculous.
It's just not fun. It's fun when you have the boys, when you have your group, you know?
Yeah, but didn't anybody tell you, Danny, the boys are broken? We're not together
Yeah,
anymore.
Yeah. Well, what happened to Schwinn, apart from the fact that you guys don't like him? or you find him annoying.
Really? I got shot by my own blueberry. How you like that shit? See, this is why everyone hates the NC. I got killed by Uber driver. That motherfucker was like,
NC.
yeah, the motherfucker was like the best last night. Now he's fucking shooting his own people. What a moron.
That's the NC, man. What was it? The NC's war cry is, "Stop shooting, I'm on your team."
I know, dude. Seriously.
Oh man.
Time to close the deal.
I could have sworn the Red Death was a auto rifle, not a pulse rifle. I don't know why.
You son of a bitch. Take that.
Yes, get him.
I killed Uber driver.
Yeah.
He's like trying to get his
just
piece
don't
of
even-
shit, and I'm just like, fuck this guy.
I don't even play anymore, man. I just kill people. Like, if they're pissing me off. Like, remember that time that dude parked in my spot? I'm like, nope. And then
Yeah.
I blew his sunny up.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's like, get out of my way, blueberries. You don't even know what you're doing.
I know.
Oh my god.
Fuck was that shit?
Alright, so do you want to answer a question that, I was on YouTube. Well, let me give you some background to this, I guess.
Okay.
I was on YouTube, and supposedly there's like a test that they make people in the FBI take to see if they could like think outside the box and like kind of rational thinking, right? So I was taking it and I got like pretty much all of them right, and I think I only missed one, and it was more because it didn't emphasize that the picture they were showing was like a part of the question, or that it was like related to the question. So, but for the most part, I got them all right. But anyway, I was wondering if do you want to see if you would get the right answer for one of them.
Okay.
Like I asked my mom and my sisters, and they're on the right track. But anyway, so one of the questions was, let's see, a detective finds they find a body, right, of a dead man, and the crime scene. And in the man's hand there is a gun, and next to the man there's a tape recorder. So the detective presses play on the tape recorder, and in the tape recorder there's a message that was recorded, and it says something along the lines of like, "I'm tired of suffering, I'm going to end my misery, goodbye cruel world," or whatever. And then a gunshot follows, like, on the recording.
Yeah.
So the detective thinks that it's not a suicide. Why does he think that?
Okay, hold on. I'm sorry. I'm not paying attention at all. I'm trying to kill. I'm actually doing something really fucking hard because I'm trying to hit like people from the boonies with the fucking thing. All right, let me hold on. Let me turn this bitch around real quick. Okay, so you said basically you find some dead person that has a gun, and there's a detective trying to figure out what the fuck happened, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, basically.
That's all I got right now.
So he has a gun in it. Okay, so
The dead guy has a gun in his hand.
the dead guy has a gun in his hand and a tape recorder next to him. The detective plays the tape recorder, and there's a message saying, "I'm tired of suffering, I'm going to end my misery, goodbye cruel world," and then the sound of a gunshot on the recording. The detective thinks that he suspects that it's not a suicide.
They suspect that it's not a suicide?
Not a suicide. He suspects that. Why does he think that?
Is it a guy that was dead on the floor?
Hold on.
Is it male or female? Was it a male or female that was dead? What was the sound of the recording? Was it a male or female?
It was a male.
Okay, it was a male. Gun was in his hand, right?
Gun was in his hand. Tape recorder was next to him.
Is it missing a bullet? Like, has it been fired? Is there proof?
It doesn't say any of that.
Oh, okay. See, the things I'm suspects that it's not suicide. Who are the other characters?
It's just two people: the dead body and the cop, the detective. That's it.
I suspect that it's not suicide.
Why
does he
think?
Why does he suspect that it's not a suicide?
Like, what about all that I said would make him think that it's possibly not a suicide?
I'm done with this and blah blah blah, and kills himself.
You hear?
I don't know.
You hear
I
a
think I'm
gunshot
trying.
Fire on
Is
the
it
recording.
really simpler than I think it is? Because I'm really overanalyzing it. Is it really simple?
I mean, it was. I mean, it was one of the first things I thought of. It popped into my head, like, well, I don't know. I mean, I kind of was also overthinking it, but it was one of the first things that popped into my head.
I don't know, to be honest.
Just
I
say,
can't.
say
I'm not
whatever.
a detective.
Doesn't matter. It's just.
I
just
don't.
a funny
I honestly
little-
don't know. If the guy has a fucking gun and he fucking has this fucking tape recorder, it's like, yeah, I would suspect that he killed himself. But if there were other factors, like people around,
Right.
or fucking if
That's
it was
one
a
of the
different
things.
voice or whatever, if I need more information.
Yeah, you think
to
that's what I was
suspect that
thinking
it's
too.
not.
I was like, well, what about the audio? Like, does he sound like scared? Does
Yeah.
he? You know what I mean? Like those things. I was thinking those all play into a factor, but I
Yeah,
guess this.
but
I
it
don't
doesn't
know
say
why
any of
they-
that shit.
It doesn't say anything.
It doesn't
I
give
guess
any
they want you to-
specifics.
No, it's on the test. Supposedly, like only 5% of people who take the FBI tests, only 5% ever pass these like tests. So I guess
let me
it's, like,
ask my
really
brother.
hard.
Let me ask my brother. I
Yeah,
don't fucking know.
I just-
I must be stupid. All right.
No,
Sweet.
dude. 5% of people don't
Okay.
pass it. So,
Sweet. So
or only
okay.
5% of people pass it.
There's a detective and there's a crime scene, right? There's a guy on the floor and he's fucking dead with a gun in his hand and a tape recorder. He says he plays the audio back and it says that I'm done with this world and whatever, and he fucking shoots himself. But the detective suspects that it was not suicide. Why is that?
I don't know. I would say, God damn, this son of a bitch done. He shot himself. Oh well.
Oh well.
Oh well. God damn, dude, you need to be a detective, Screech. Oh well.
I think that's what they do, dude.
Yeah, dude. It depends on what color you are.
Especially in fucking Fresno, dude. Fucking, oh, he died. Oh well.
Oh well. Another day in Fresno.
Yep. Okay, so what's the fucking answer then? It's killing me now.
So even though, like, I will admit, there's a lot of like details that should be there, but I guess they're trying to see maybe if you could work with like barely any
Nothing?
information. Basically, I guess. I assume this is just, I didn't make it up. It's just a test they do. But okay. So the thing was, who rewound the tape? Because he pressed play and the message started playing.
Oh, you didn't tell me it was a fucking taped recorder.
I said a tape recorder.
No,
I
but
said he has a tape. I said it like 3 times. He has a
Okay,
tape
but
recorder.
okay,
next
this
to
is a day. This is a day and age where nobody uses fucking tape recorders. The shit's
I
already
know,
pre-wound,
I
so it's like
know.
it's kind of hard to fucking
I
figure that
know.
shit out.
I know. I was like, those details matter, but yeah, I guess they're just trying to. But it was one of the first things that popped into my head. I was like, well, who rewound the tape?
But then again, I didn't ask what kind of like I didn't emphasize on what kind of recorder
Well, that's
was.
the thing too. It doesn't say either. It just says tape recorder,
So I
and
guess
it's like, well,
he said
because the other recorders don't use tape now. So.
Have you ever watched Sin City? Maybe he played it back before he fucking died.
Right, that too. It doesn't
Have you ever
mention
watched
that.
Sin City?
He wanted to make sure. He wanted to make sure, like, he got it good. Like, okay, cool, yeah. All right, I'm good. And no, but the gunshot fires like immediately after he says whatever. So those little details, I guess, right? Because the fucking you hear the gunshot in the thing.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I thought it was interesting. Like some of those were interesting. Like one of them was like, look at this picture. Who's the mom? And like it just has 2 ladies sitting and a kid playing, and the kid's kind of facing one lady, and the lady's like one of her legs are crossed, like facing her feet's
Yeah.
facing the kid. And so I just assumed it's probably her because she's like leaning towards the kid.
Yeah.
And then it was her because I'm like, well, yeah, moms tend to like. And then the kid was playing facing his mom, which I noticed that's what like, kids do sometimes. They tend to like kind of lean towards her. What the heck are you doing, you idiot? Oh my gosh, I'm playing with these blueberries. There's an enemy like in front of him with his back facing my guy, and he wasn't shooting at him. And he was facing him, and you're like, and the other guy had his back turned, and he wasn't like, he was just kind of like standing. He wasn't really running away. I'm like, what are you doing? Why are you standing here not shooting that guy? Do you think he's on your team? Like, you get hit. I don't know. But anyway, I thought those questions were interesting. Some of them.
Yeah.
One of them was really dumb because it didn't it's something about a Christmas tree, and it didn't like emphasize that the picture they were showing you mattered, because all these had pictures, but like most of them weren't relevant. I thought it was just like to give you a mental image.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like, oh yeah, the thing in the picture, you know, I don't know.
Fucking retarded. Wait, so you're here?
Where?
You're in Planet Man?
You would think so, right? Because of the blueberry, but no.
God damn it.
There's blueberries in every game, Steve.
Yeah, it's true.
Fucking Destiny, man. I'm playing Crucible.
Oh,
And
okay.
these people are tards, man. It's funny that you just assume I was playing Planet Man
Yeah, I heard
based on that-
blueberries, so I was just like, fuck.
based on that stupidity that was going on. But
Yeah. See, okay.
That's stupid.
This brings up another topic. All right, so check this out. I was playing Overwatch, right? And this guy, he goes, yeah, fucking, it's only when I play on Overwatch that I play with a bunch of morons, right? And I'm like, well, no, because you should see Planetside. Look at all the morons that we have. And then right now you just said, well, we have morons on Destiny. So I don't think it's necessarily the game. I think it might be a social thing or an actual like population thing where everyone's a fucking moron.
The majority of people are fucking morons.
And that's what I
At
say.
least in
It's
my
a-
experience.
But don't you think it's ignorant to say that there's not a lot of dumb people in the world? I mean, he's just saying like,
I
oh, it's
think
just
people
one
don't
game.
Yeah, I think people don't want to admit that because that's fucking terrifying. To admit that there's that many people that are like just that shouldn't be alive based on like how they think and
Yeah.
how they like handle situations. Yeah, I don't know.
But I mean, it's
I'm-
just like it's always been like that. Like ever since the beginning of time, there's always
yeah.
been sheeple, and then there's always been just like
Yes.
individuals,
But
and there's less
but-
individuals and people.
and I'm gonna, yeah. But I will say this, and this is gonna make me sound all Hitlery, but
That's fine.
but back in the day, if you were a tard, you know, and I don't mean someone that's like back in the day, if you were a tard, and I don't mean people with like special needs and stuff. And
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
No, if you're just a dumb, basic bitch, you would die. Like there's 100 things that were gonna kill you.
Yeah.
So you had to be smart. You had to be strong to some extent. You had to be resourceful. You had to have something going on. Just living, and there's no consequences for
Yeah.
you know, like the whole like survival of the fittest thing is out of the equation now.
What do you mean?
Part. You know, well, like I said, like if you're
Because there's
dumb
too many blueberries in the
motherfucker,
world.
yeah, if you're a dumb motherfucker, you die. Like just one way or another, you weren't gonna be here, and only like the smarter people or people who had some kind of skill or some kind of talent, they would survive. And so that's why we have like so many retarded people, because like people aren't really, I don't know, the stakes aren't as high, you know. And it's like a weird thing to say, but it's kind of the best thing for like humanity, like to have that kind of a situation.
Now you're
Like, I
sounding
don't know,
Hitlery.
Yeah, now I'm sounding Hillary, but I mean, I'm not saying kill people.
It is
and stuff.
best
I'm
to
just saying-
reverse all shitards.
I'm just
Something.
saying it brings out like the best of us when our backs against the wall, like humanity at least. Because look at a perfect example, when Hitler was trying to take over the world, everyone says that's the greatest generation, and we like built things and we like got our shit together
Yeah.
because we had something
To
you
fight
know,
against.
against, and it was like our backs were against the wall, and it was like shit was real. You know, I'm
Yeah.
not saying like we need Ultron or something, but sadly
Ultron.
that's the only time like humanity
People-
gets their shit together.
Yeah, people will come together and actually do something and set aside the differences, opposed to like bickering over stupid shit.
Yeah, and I mean they're still bickering over stupid shit. and
Yeah,
some
of
people are,
course.
like, I'm sure some people didn't want to get involved, and like that's the Jews' problem or something. Like, you know, but for the most part, I think a good portion of humanity like doesn't let that shit happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think most of us like aren't as. I mean, people are selfish, but for the most part, I think there's a lot of people that when there's like injustice, They won't let that stand. So
Yeah, I was gonna bring up something, but I fucking forgot. Short-term memory loss. Oh yeah. So short-term memory loss. Okay, so check this out. The other fucking thing is, all right. Here's another thing to talk about real quick. All right, you know how you said like how we have a bunch of basically tards, right? I mean, but what I'm thinking is that even though you said like not handicapped people, what I'm thinking is a totally new thing. Okay, fucking autism, dude. Hold on, let me get away from these guys. This is a lot of fucking... These guys are going ham, dude, and I can't hear myself.
okay.
I just hear nothing
really
but firing. Sorry.
I'm just really curious to know where you're gonna go with this.
Okay. Yeah, but I just like... All I hear is... Bah, 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 bah. I'm like, fuck, dude! Alright, so let me just roll the fuck over here and not do shit like the rest of the NC. Okay. So, fucking autism, right? Alright.
Okay.
I was talking to my parents and shit, and I was talking to people that are like older and stuff, right? And they're saying that autism was actually a rarity when I was being born. So I was like born in the fucking early 90s, right?
Yeah.
So fucking they're saying that autism, yeah, was a fucking rarity to get. Nowadays, it's fucking everywhere, and like you're more fucking. It's like I don't know the statistics, and I don't know, so I'm just speculating here. Like I don't know shit at this point, so I don't have anything to back up what I say. But it seems like you can fucking not catch, but you can get fucking. You could be born with autism. Fucking, it's more possibility to get autism than fucking. It's just like fuck, dude. It's like it's just a lot of people are fucking. Oh, you're autistic. I mean, I don't. And here's the thing that gets me fucking questioning it is it's like, okay, you know me, Mr. Conspiracy and shit. But some things that are outrageous sound true. But anyway, so okay, fucking if this autism thing is fucking, it's really that like there's really like that much of it going on. Do you think that maybe it's too coincidental that that's happening, and maybe they're just it's a way for like government or higher power to like say like they're trying to make it seem like everyone, oh, we're gonna give you this sheet for all these doctors and say like this is autism, and even it could be nothing, it could be something, but they just label you autistic so that way fucking maybe big fucking medical fucking big medicine can fucking make all a bunch of money off these autistic kids or something. Or maybe it's a way to like, maybe they get this, maybe they do even more down the fucking rabbit hole. Okay, maybe they get this fucking maybe they take this medicine so that way they fucking can't have kids, and it makes them not have kids later on and have birth defect. I don't know, it's just, but anyway, so basically in hindsight, fuck the rabbit hole, what I'm just saying. But basically it's kind of fucking weird that a lot of people have, it's more and more people get diagnosed with autism opposed to like the early 90s and 80s and 70s. I mean, it wasn't fucking heard of. So, I mean, what do you think is causing this? Like, what do you think is doing this? Do you think it's a setup? Do you think it's... I mean, a lot of people think it's, like, part of the food and stuff. Like, and my aunt was, like, researching, and I even researched this, that, like, the plastics and, like, foods and stuff, like, release a bunch of chemicals that actually produce, like, not only, like, estrogen, but also, like, just bad stuff in you. So, I don't fucking know, dude. But anyway, what are your thoughts on this shit? Sorry. Got
That's
really...
right.
Something I think about a lot.
Well... I don't know. I'll say that I think anything is possible. As far as like the government, like you were saying, like paying people, doctors or whatever, to diagnose people when they don't have it. I don't know about that.
Well, the only reason I
like,
say that is because think about it this way. I mean, there is plenty of times where like fucking back in like when they used to like test on little babies and shit. Like, have you ever heard of the black web? Like, where they fucking people back in the early days, they used to test on babies, and they used to fucking they used to say that they were stillborn, but they just take them away and sell them to companies that would fucking use them as test subjects or some bullshit. I don't know if you've ever heard of that shit.
I have actually never heard of that.
Okay, so everyone's probably like going like, if anyone listens to this shit, they're like, where the fuck do you get all this fucking shit? It's like, dude, go in the fucking dark web, look for this fucking shit, and you'll find it. Like, I mean, yeah, you can't trust the internet, but it's just like, at the same time, it's just like, I mean, not all of this shit can be made up, you know?
Right. I mean, where there's smoke, there's like fire usually. But I don't know. Like I said, I think a lot of things are possible. A lot of things people just like dismiss. and it's probably more likely happening than they think. But I don't know. I don't know about that. But I will say this from my own personal experience. I remember when I was a kid, they diagnosed me with ADD, and they tried to get me on Ritalin, and my mom's like, "No, no." She's like, "Fuck that." She's like, "You're just a kid. I'm not gonna put you on Ritalin." And yeah, now we know that they were just diagnosing kids with ADD, even kids that didn't have it, just so they could sell Ritalin or they could make money, you know, like peddling their Ritalin. So that's a thing. It's a thing that happens. So it's not out of the realm of possibility. Yeah. But then there's all those parents. I feel like with autism, it's like like those parents would know if their kid has autism or not. You know what I mean? Yeah. I know there's like severe cases and some where it's barely even noticeable. So it's possible in those cases where it's probably like barely even noticeable. I don't know nearly enough about autism to know. Yeah, same. But I mean, there's that, and then the other thing I was gonna say is, I think if anything, the food, like all the chemicals and bullshit they put in the food, could be a reason why it seems like there's more people being born with autism. And then another thing too, another point to consider is like the advance of medicine and how many people had autism and just weren't diagnosed before, and how, you know what I mean, and then how many now they're. So those are all like factors you have to consider. But I mean, they're all possibilities.
I don't know, because I don't fucking fuck. I just got shot, motherfucker. I don't believe in that shit. We're like, oh, the advancement of medicine, because they're just looking out for themselves to make money. It's like, how do you think the fucking medical industry got as big as it did? It's like they put all this. It's like, how the fuck do they know what they fucking know? It's like it's probably all a bunch of bullshit just to make a bunch of money. It's like, why do you think they have fucking people on fucking dialysis and cancer shit just so they can make a bunch of money? If it wasn't for that shit, they wouldn't be where they are. I don't think.
Yeah, but people do have autism. You know what I mean? It's not like all these. It's all fake. You know, there are people with autism.
Well, nowadays, but I mean, back, it just, I don't know. Even, okay, like, I get what you're saying, like, as far as...
You know what I'm saying? It's probably a little bit of all of it.
Like, I get what you're saying. Like, okay, they were undiagnosed with it, but honestly, a lot of people, it seemed like they were just fucking fine. You know, not really, but I mean, like, there wasn't that many people who were just like, you know, I don't know what the fuck. I don't know. To be honest, I don't even know what the fuck somebody with autism looks like or does or anything. You know what I mean?
Right.
People are gonna call me an idiot, but
here's an example of how like medicine has advanced in the sense of like understanding conditions. Like with soldiers, PTSD, we know what that's about now. Like we understand that, and a lot of people understand it now. As where before, they kind of treated them like, oh, you're just being a little bitch. You know, and they kind of just, you know, so like that's one example of how we've come along and as far as like understanding different conditions and stuff, or like anxiety. Like, I don't know if you've ever had anxiety attacks.
Well, but anxiety or depression. I mean, those are. I mean,
those are things that people just kind of dismissed. Yeah, people dismissed that before, and that wasn't like. But now they know it's like a real thing.
But it's like how could so many fucking people have? But then again, like so many people have fucking depression too. So I guess it wouldn't surprise me now.
Yeah, like you don't think people? Back
I don't know. I still don't fucking. I don't. Yeah, I know, but I still don't. Don't fucking agree with it. The shady motherfuckers, dude. Fuck those guys. Fuck big medicine. Fuck big anything.
No, I like I said with my Ritalin story. I don't have fucking ADD, man. Like, even like your brother, he's like, Danny's fucking chill. Like, what are you talking about? Do I seem like someone that's fucking bouncing off the walls and shit? No, I'm all like fucking, I'm Eeyore, dude. I'm all like,
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, do I seem like someone who has ADD? No.
No.
Like,
if there was an anti-ADD, you have it.
Yeah, and they were trying to fucking drug... Dude, imagine if they put me on Ritalin, how I'd be all like...
You'd be slow as fuck, dude.
Yeah, dude, it's like, what? And my mom's like, no, he doesn't have ADD.
You'd be like the sloth in that one movie with the little rabbit.
Yeah, dude. So, I think a lot of people, because it just makes it easier in their minds, they want to just... Oh, it's this one thing. That's the answer. But really, a lot of times, I think it's just a little bit of everything. So it's a little bit of what you're saying is a little bit of what I'm saying, and it's probably what it is. You know, because I know they're shady motherfuckers, and they just want to make their money, and they'll diagnose people that don't have things just to get their pills out there and whatever. But then there are people that do have these conditions, you know.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like, how much of a factor is like our food, and especially in America. I don't know about the rest of the world, but how much of a factor is the food and the crap that's in the food, and that's a factor. And then how much is a factor of, like I said, just like the advance of medicine and understanding of like mental conditions and stuff. Because like when it comes to like the mental side of, you know, medicine and science, like it's still really kind of like untapped. Like, you know, they haven't learned everything there is to know about the mind and how it works, and they're barely scratching the surface of that right now. So, you know, but like I said, I think it's a little bit of each.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because like a lot of people, I feel now, I mean, I wasn't alive back then, but I feel like people, if they had depression, they probably didn't even realize it, and they just, oh, that's just life. That's how you feel every day.
Yeah.
You know, and because it would seem more people suffer from depression and anxiety now than even a few years ago. Because I never seen anyone have a panic attack when I was growing up. You know, like, did you ever see anyone like?
I've never seen anyone. I think only once when I was like little, some little girl or whatever.
Yeah, it seemed like rare, and I feel like now it's like, I know like so many people that they're always, you know, will be at a restaurant and they'll have a panic attack.
Really?
Because there's, yeah, and it's like, I don't know. It's kind of like, well, which is it? Is it just that was always a thing and people just had to deal with it because they didn't know what it was, or
well, talk to somebody.
Because, like I said,
to somebody that's twice your age and ask them, did you see all this stuff all the time? And to be honest, it's like I've talked to some of these people, not even an old timer, just somebody that's twice their age, you know, like 50 years old.
Yeah.
And I've talked to some of these people, and it's like they're like, this is like new. Thing, huh? They're like, yeah, this is new. Yeah. It was never a fucking thing, dude. And so it must be, there must be something nowadays that's fucking people up.
Right. Because it probably was a thing, but just maybe it wasn't as many people didn't have it or suffer from it. But it probably was a thing, and then people just like kept it to themselves and didn't say anything. Because like I said, like our parents' time, it's like, you're a little bitch if you're complaining about stuff. You know what I mean? Like that's how they treated things like that.
Yeah.
You know, and now, you know, everyone's like, you know, patting your shoulder and giving you a hug if you're having a little panic attack.
Yeah, well, that's what I think.
I'm not like belittling it. I've had panic attacks, but it's like, that's the thing too. Maybe I'm insensitive to it because I've never experienced like a severe one, but I've had them, and then I get over it. And
I mean,
some people I see, they have it, and it seems like they think they're gonna die or something. And for me, it's like when I've had it, I just kind of like, okay, stop, and then I get over it. But I don't know, because I'm not them, so I don't know if you can.
Yeah.
When it's that severe, just get over it.
Well, I've been overwhelmed before. Like, I've had, like, too much shit going on. Like, okay, this and that, and all this other crap's happening at the same time, and I've just been overwhelmed. I'm like, and I'm just, like, kind of, like, panting, but I'm like, fuck, and, like, I just can't, like, get a grip on myself, you know? But, I mean, as far as panic attack, like, where they're, I don't know, what, give me an example.
Of a panic attack? Or
Yeah.
Like what that I've had personally, or that I've seen someone have?
Anyway, seen someone have.
Oh, I've seen someone, like I said, at a restaurant. We barely entered, and they started having a freak out, and they had to go out. I remember I was like getting our table, and I turned around, and they were gone, and I was like, where'd they go? And I went outside, and they're like breathing all heavily and freaking out, and I had to like drive them home. And I was like, I don't know. Like, I've had where I felt like I was having a panic attack, and I didn't even know that's what it was called or whatever, or anxiety attack or whatever it is.
Yeah.
I just like when I go to theme parks and stuff, I get all all sweaty and I get all nervous and I can't breathe, and I feel like
you get that when you go to theme parks?
Yeah, dude. I even get like, this is kind of embarrassing, but sometimes I even get like nauseous, where like I feel like I need to throw up, or sometimes I even like get diarrhea and stuff. And it's like, I've had that happen to me, and I feel like And I know some people have described it, they feel like they're going to die, so I don't know if that's a more extreme case that they're having that I haven't experienced, because I didn't feel like I was going to die, but I did feel like I'm going to freak the fuck out.
Well,
you know.
Well, I mean, I think it's natural for like people to get nervous when they go somewhere or do something. Like it happens to me, like every now and then. Like I'll get a little nervous when I'm gonna do something new, or if I go somewhere where there's a lot of people. Sometimes, but then a lot of times you've seen me where I kind of just go and just fucking do my thing, and I don't give a fuck about anybody else. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Like for me, it's just happens sometimes, but I don't know. It's kind of weird to me.
So I guess the argument, or the thing I'm wondering about, is how much of it is they are actually really experiencing something far more severe than whatever I've experienced, or my experience has been, or how much of it is that they're just kind of being, you know, a baby about it. And I'll never know because I'm not them, and that's the thing that I wonder about, because I only know what I've experienced, and I know that thing that I felt, I was able to get myself out of it.
Yeah.
And these people claim they can't, and I don't know if that's a thing or not. So, because I can never know how they feel. So,
Yeah.
Like I said, they say they feel like they're gonna die or something sometimes, and it's like, I don't know. Like my sister, she was like hospitalized and.
Wait, for a panic attack?
Almost. Pretty much, because she was having like heart issues, and she thought she was having a heart attack, and I think it was like a panic attack or anxiety attack. Or even my girlfriend, same thing. Like, I took her to the ER because she said she had chest pains, and she thought she was gonna die, and it was just, they told her you're just having an anxiety attack.
Fuck, I'm gonna blow up.
Basically, the doctor told her basically just breathe. He gave her a bag and she just breathed into it, and that was it. And he looked like annoyed, like, you're wasting my time. There's people here that have actual, like, serious, because it was the ER, so yeah, like, people had actual emergencies, and this isn't one of them, like, because you're not gonna die. It's gonna go away after a few minutes or whatever, however long it takes. So that's my thing. It's like, and you know, you and me, I don't think a lot of people nowadays, snowflakes, will like understand that. But we grew up in a different we grew up in a different fucking time, man. Like, it's not that much of a difference, but at least like culturally, the way our parents were raised, they raised us to be a little tougher about things, and you just deal with stuff.
Well, I mean, it's okay. Okay, that's all right. We'll move on topics here. That's another topic. So enough with that anxiety shit. But all right, great leading up to this one. So okay, snowflakes and stuff. It's like not necessarily that, but I mean, like,
right.
Okay, the way that they're making. Have you seen what the hell they're doing, like in the schools nowadays, and like what they're doing? Like they're teaching kids that are very small, like, to be okay with like gays and homosexuality and all that. And the other argument is that it's not okay because kids should be kids, you know, and they don't need to know about that stuff, you know. But I've even seen kids nowadays, the motherfuckers, they know what all this shit is, and they cuss and all that stuff. But it's like part of the thing. Like, remember when we were talking about how how the phone is like the babysitter? Fuck, I got shot in the ass. But the phone is like the babysitter for like all these new kids and stuff nowadays, like the newer generations, and like parents are not even like doing anything with their like kids anymore. Like, it's fucking weird, dude. Like, I remember fucking playing basketball and anything. But anyway, I digress, dude. So fucking no, it's just fucking nuts that, like, okay, the other thing that they're bringing up, like in colleges and shit, they're trying to make everyone like, oh, everyone needs to be okay with everyone, and it's a neutral zone, and this and that, and everybody's a fucking winner and all that crap. I'm like, dude, how the fuck are you supposed to learn how to get farther in life if you don't fucking lose? Like, you know what I mean? It's like this game, I fucking lost, but I mean, I lose and I get better every time, you know. But it's just like, I don't know, dude. It's the way that the society here, especially in the U.S., is going. It's really fucking weird, dude.
Well, it's weird to us because, I mean, it's not weird to them because that's all they know. Mm-hmm. But it's weird to us because, yeah, we were taught, you know, you lose sometimes.
Yeah.
What are you going to do about it? You know, that was basically growing up. You lose. What are you going to do about it?
Yeah.
And really, all that stuff started when we were growing up. But like I said, in our culturally, with our parents. I don't know if it's like just a Hispanic thing. I don't know, but yeah, no, it was like they let you fall down. They let you get hurt, you know, because it's gonna teach you a lesson.
Yeah.
They let you fail. I mean, and it's not perfect either, but I think that prepares you more for life than coddling you and, you know, everyone's a winner and here's a gold star. You know. I don't know.
I agree.
I don't know. I just like you know, like when I see parents with their kids, they're so like they're too protective. They're just like, oh man, they fell. And okay, so here's the thing: like a kid will fall, right, and he'll land on his knees and not even a bad fall, just a little trip, and they start crying. And then the parent runs and picks him up. Oh my gosh, are you okay?
Sorry, man. I'm not checking the post. What's up? There's a guy. We got some people, or I think a person.
What?
Yeah, he's like, hey. I'm like, yo. Sorry, I'm on my other thing. No, but on the podcast, people are looking. What's up, dude? Notice me, senpai.
Right.
I notice.
That's really weird that anyone's listening to us talk.
Here comes the anxiety. Here comes everything. It's gonna blow up. So
But
NC won, dude.
Oh.
We won. We fucking
hey, cool.
Yeah, we won on Amaresh, believe it or not.
Cool. I'm sorry, dude. I'm just curious. Like, who the fuck is watching?
U.S. server. Yeah, we're on the U.S. servers. We're playing. Well, I'm playing through a PlayStation 4 port. So this is the free PlayStation 4 thing and everything. But yeah, if you like what you hear, or if you have anything to chime in or any opinions, feel free to. If you think I suck, you could say that too. It's a free country, America, dude. That's what it's supposed to be about, right? You could say whatever. They're even trying to limit you on that shit now. Like, you can't say this or that or whatever. That's another thing that I wanted to bring up. I forgot about that.
Go for it. Bring it up.
No, but
Go
like
for it now.
That's what I mean. Shut the fuck up.
You talk a big game, but
What? Like, well, I don't even know what to fucking say. That's all I wanted to say. I didn't say.
that's all you wanted to say. That's fucking taking our words.
Well, fuck you. There, that was my
Yeah.
Yeah, let me. If he's fucking yes, I'll just say it on here.
No, I don't know. I think we should be able to just discuss things at the very least.
Well, yeah. I mean,
like that's the thing. Like, everyone always takes everything too fucking far. Like, okay, they don't want you to say certain things. We don't want to offend each other. I get that. Like, I think we should all love each other and try to be kind and be conscious of what we say, right? Because things hurt. But at the same time, like, we should be able to also have discussions about stuff and just.
yeah.
I mean, why are certain things off limits? You know, like that you can't just even entertain certain conversations, you know, or certain ideas. Oh, I don't get it.
Yeah, it's like people can't just talk about like, oh, I hate this, well, I like this, so let's talk about it. You know what I mean? It's just like, okay,
yeah.
and they're just like, no, fuck them, blah 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 blah, and whatever.
Yeah,
I can't
like
handle it. Or they just say, don't even talk about it at all. I'm just like, why?
You're
why not
labeled
even?
a racist. Yeah, you're labeled a racist or a Nazi or a fucking sexist or something. And
I mean,
just because you want to talk about something,
it's all in the context of the way you say it. You know, it's like you could say like, okay, I fucking hate people that eat burritos. You know, and it's like, and then there's another way where you could say like, I fucking hate those motherfuckers, the fucking burrito eater. Like, there's two different ways. There's one way where it's open for debate, and there's another way where it's just like, okay, that's a hateful motherfucker. You know. So it's just like, yeah, it's all in the way you talk. And it's all open, how open the person's mind is of talking about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, nobody's really open to talking about. Nobody wants to be challenged at all.
Okay,
like,
this is to do. He says, damn, I know these days freedom has got a new meaning, I guess. But by the way, the European server allows just one continent like Esamir online, but Endar, Emirish, and Hassan are offline. That fucking game. That's even worse than us. So every time fucking Hassan comes about, we're like, fuck this game, we can play something else. But it's only like at midnight and midday, right? Oh fuck, we're gonna die. It's only like midnight and midday, and but for us, like we have like 3 fucking continents at once, right? I guess you know what? You know, it might be how the popularity, because I don't know how many people play in the European circuits, and I don't know how many people play in there, and I don't know how many, like, what's the population of like how many people there are. But as far, I mean, there's a lot of people in fucking US that play this shit, but not enough apparently to make this game a AAA game. But I mean, we do have a lot of continents open.
Yeah,
I think
like
even
most of the
PC
day,
is
at
better. You
least.
should play PC, unless he does play PC.
Most of the day there's like at least 2, and then there's Noob Island, and then I think like only really late at night you're stuck with 1 at a time.
Warp gate stabilized. I gotta go to A. I'm just gonna babysit A right now. I don't have any fucking bombs or nothing. But yeah, what were you saying?
No, just that we always have at least like 2 continents plus Noob Island.
Yeah.
And only at night you're stuck with 1.
Yeah.
And
it's
usually,
always
like
fucking Hassan.
Hassan's like around midnight-ish, depending on how the battles went, but
Yeah.
fuck Hassan.
Yeah, fuck that.
Hassan should, in theory, be one of the coolest ones, because every time I'm there, it reminds me of Predator. but but it's... I don't know, man. Like, I don't want to shit on... Who is it, Daybreak that makes it?
Yeah,
Game, right? Yeah. It's a good game, but what were they smoking when they made Hassan?
Because you
can't do
shit.
It sucks to walk.
Yeah.
It sucks to drive, and it
sucks
to fly your plane. Like,
yep.
it just...
Yeah.
It's just, yeah.
It's just a shit fucking storm, dude. You're better off warping everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, that fucking map, dude. That map gives me PTSD. Like my brother says, it's Planetside 2 is PTSD simulator. I remember I was losing. Yeah, dude, I was losing sleep over that shit. Like I was thinking about certs, and I was just like, remember when I told you about the dream? I was just like, I was like in the middle of my night, I was like in the middle of my dream, I was like certs, and then fucking I turned around, the fucking pug turned into fucking a walking cert with legs. I was like,
What?
no! Yeah, he was a cert with fucking legs, dude.
Oh my god, that's weird.
It says, Tudu says, okay, but I am not from the States, but what does Americans really think about their current status in Americans? Ooh, that's a good one. So what do Americans think as their current status as Americans? Okay, well, what do you mean as far as the country goes, or as far as like us as people? Like, what do we think? I guess we could talk about both. Okay.
Or like how the rest of the world sees us versus how we see ourselves.
I know. Well, okay. Let me tell you that. Okay, here's one thing that I'll say right off the bat, and then you can go ahead. But the one thing that I'll say about us Americans is we don't give a fuck about what happens to anybody else as long as you don't fuck with us and as long as you're cool. Most Americans are concerned about how to make ends meet opposed to fucking global affairs. Because everyone here is like just barely like making it. Like, yeah, there's people that are rich and famous and all that bullshit, but the average Joe, like me and you, is fucking just trying to pay the bills. That's it. Like, like me, I'd like to think that I'm more open-minded, and I'd like to like see other people and like do other people. Anyway, from different countries. Yeah, man, I want to see the world with my penis. But anyway, but but in any case, like, I mean, yeah, man, it's all love, man. Like, I just, you know, like, I love different foods and different cultures and shit, but that's just me, you know, like, I think, and then,
yeah, man,
what would you say about, like, yeah.
No, but I know you're saying, like, that's just you, and yeah, that's me too, but also, man, like, how many fucking racist assholes are there in America? Like, just that you've experienced, man.
Yeah,
and that's why we're in California, and California's pretty chill for the most part. But
Yeah. California is like, I'd like to think is open-minded, especially like Southern California and Northern California. In the middle, it's kind of like the rest of the fucking Midwest, dude, where they don't know anything and that, like, okay, for example, like, okay, I'm from Orange County and I fucking moved to Fresno, and Fresno fucking is like, yeah, it's like the Midwest. There's a lot of white people that like don't like anybody else that's in color. You know what I mean? So it's really fucking weird. But I mean, as far as like maybe on a global thing, I don't know if this is what you're looking for as an answer, but it's like for a global thing, like as far as like what do we view ourselves, it's like America always likes to view themselves as the saviors, the big boys, the guys who like do shit and stuff like that. But I know for a fact that fucking we come out as the bad guys because our fucking governments, the people don't stand for the government. Like, you know, like a lot of people don't fucking give a shit about the government. Like, but I mean, the people, like, we really have no say in what our government does. So whatever our government does not portray us as a people, like what we think.
They don't represent us.
They don't represent us, and they're gonna do whatever they're gonna do because we know as Americans that our fucking government's crooked as fuck, dude. Like they're so crooked. They're gonna do whatever. Like fucking, like why are they in fucking Afghanistan and all that shit? It's for fucking oil, dude. Like they do these things to like for fucking to like have. They do these things to like gain something. If they don't gain anything, they're not gonna fucking do it. So it's like, I mean, I guess we're like the fucking bad guys, but like whatever. I mean, I don't know. What do you think on this? Like what I'm trying to say here?
Perhaps our government, like I don't know, like I think, like you were saying, we don't care. A lot of us are too caught up in just trying to like you said, make ends meet.
Yeah. And
maybe that's our fault that we're not involved because we do.
Yeah.
Like it's our responsibility, but most of us are just like I don't fucking vote. And that's because I'm like tired of all. Fucking Donald Trump's the president, man. Like that's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
Does my vote really matter? Like I don't feel like my opinion or my vote matters to any of these representatives, man.
Yeah.
Look, I mean, that motherfucker, he doesn't represent me.
No.
But he's a fucking president. And I don't know how the rest of the world sees us, but if that's the guy, that's the face of our country right now.
We're in trouble, dude.
Yeah, man. If people in other places look at that and say that's what America's about, it's like, I'm sure a good portion of the rest of I don't know. You know, I haven't been out of California really, but
yeah,
it doesn't represent me, man. And I think we're all like disillusioned and we're just like fuck, and I'm just gonna worry about trying to pay the bills.
Well, because here's the other thing too. It's not exactly our fault. It's like in order for us to get global news, like of what's really going on in the world, we have to like really dig for it because fucking the government or Google or whoever the fuck is controlling
Fox
what
News.
We see. Yeah, Fox News. Always Fox fucking News. Those motherfuckers. But anyway, whoever controls what we see as far as like what's on the news, they make it really difficult for us to find out. I mean, who the fuck wants to know about the Kardashians? That's what all we see on the fucking on the news every single time. But it's like I want to see how the fuck South Africa's doing. I want to see how the fuck Japan's doing. I want to see how fucking all this shit's doing. And to be honest, they do such a good way of like keeping us distracted. Like, oh, look at Hawaii. Hawaii's getting fucked over. When in reality somebody else is like there was a mass genocide in fucking some other country. And it's like fuck, dude. It's like that's what I want to know about.
They just like briefly mention it. Oh yeah, and then some genocide. Anyway, Kim Kardashian's ass keeps getting bigger.
Yeah,
you know, and it's really to some extent it's like our fault as a nation because we all just kind of accept the distraction. Like how many, dude? Like you know, like my girlfriend and them. She loves watching The Bachelor and all that bullshit.
Yeah,
like that's what people we escape with entertainment. And we just kind of let all this stuff happen. We know it's happening, but we're just kind of turn a blind eye to it because we all have the same, I think,
a lot of people don't want
to. What am I going to do about it?
They don't want to deal with it either. I mean, think about it. The anxieties, the panic attacks. It's like, there's so much shit. Okay, like your girlfriend was like saying, oh my God, what's happening and all this stuff and whatever. Yeah. And she's just like getting all like fucking, she was getting all fucking anxiety and all that crap for stuff that she couldn't control. And it sucks, you know, because we can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
Let's see, I got more comments here.
He's my only viewer, so I'm going to keep talking to him.
Yeah.
I like the fact that these are some truth seeker stuff in the USA.
Well, there's kinds of bits and pockets of people, and I think the US needs to like wake up for this shit, you know?
I think there's a lot more.
And they just don't say
than,
anything. They're
like-
scared, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, what-
I just think I don't know if they're scared or if they're just like a lot of us were just like over it, you know, like I said, like I don't fucking vote anymore because I'm just like whatever.
And
you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it fucking sucks though because if they like if it sees that like you're trying too hard to like get into this shit and you're really starting to like leak out some like fucking shit, because this is all like hypothetical shit. Like I don't even have anything to back this up, but this is what I see. But I don't have anything. But if you actually have like real fucking truth, they will fucking silence your ass, dude. You'll disappear and you'll fucking become one of those little pictures on a milk carton, dude, saying missing.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's like I mean,
Yeah.
good luck coming to where the fuck I am, because I'm in the fucking hood, dude. So it's like they don't like the police at all.
well, yeah.
I'm surrounded by like 2 fucking gangs. It's like great. So I stay in the fucking house, dude. There's a fucking shooting every fucking weekend. There's a fucking shooting 2 blocks away, dude.
Oh my God.
And somebody fucking dies every fucking weekend, dude. You see it every day, like somebody dies, and not just like fucking they died of a heart attack in the obituaries. No, motherfucker got shot at fucking McDonald's for fucking having for looking at somebody wrong or something. I don't fucking know, but they got shot.
Dude, what's the death count now?
I don't fucking
since
know.
you moved there.
Okay, not David, but I mean fucking Squeege. Okay, so Squeegee, he says that like he says he lost count. He says he stopped. He's like, this is never gonna end.
Yeah.
Like there's somebody dies
no.
every day here, dude.
Yeah, well, I remember when you first like moved there, you were like, "Oh, someone died again this week." I was like,
Yeah.
"What?"
We kept saying it.
Like
remember?
every
that's what-
week, dude. Like
You notice we
3-4
stopped
people
because
died.
He says, "May I ask
Let up.
if you ever asked from where your ancestors come from?" I mean,
Where did my ancestors come from? I don't fucking know, dude.
Michoacan and Durango. Like that's all I know.
I mean, fucking from fucking Guadalajara, Mexico, and shit. But apparently, I have ties from the Middle East, and I have ties from Italy.
Ooh.
So I have actually like family ties to both. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm a fucking super mutt then.
Have you ever done the Ancestry.com or bullshit or whatever?
I never done that shit. Apparently, we're part black too.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, I didn't get it where it counts though.
Oh man. No, yeah, my uncle did a ancestry whatever thing, and I guess we even have like some, I think from like England and stuff, and
Yeah.
obviously one of the main ones is Spaniard because my mom's side is Cortez, so like
Oh shit! I was gonna say, don't say any last names on this fucker.
I don't care, dude.
It's because no one's watching. Because we got one,
Whatever,
we got
man.
one homeboy. He's gonna end up being my moderator. Watch.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just
Let's see.
all I know is my parents are from Mexico, but they pretty much grew up here in the U.S.
Yeah, they're. I mean, they're pretty.
Since they're
fucking-
like, I think they came here when they're like in middle school or that age. Like, what would that
Yeah.
be? Like 13. So most of their life was here in America. So.
Hmm. And then both my parents were they're born here, so they know, but they know like both the fucking they know like how it is over there and all that shit and everything. So, and that the family and all that stuff. So it's cool, whatever. Does that answer your question? Are you satisfied? Are you satisfied with your what is that?
Have we pleased you?
Yeah. Does this please you? Are your feelings hurt?
Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm glad at least we still have like the internet and the ability to communicate with people from other places, you know?
Yeah, it's pretty legit, but it's like, it's like, okay, here's the thing: is it's like we've talked about this too, where we're like, you know, the internet's a cool thing and it's a great tool, but the fact that people are like getting too it's too normal of a thing for them just to like, this is the way life is when it's not. And like we both said this and we both came up with this conclusion that people are trying to be connected in a connected world because a lot of people don't know how to interact with people because of the fucking internet. Like you see all these phone zombies on their fucking phone, like talking to other people while we're at a fucking bonfire, or we're all eating, and your friends are like just on a fucking phone, you know, and they're not doing shit. And like, what are you doing? But then you
Well-
try to interact with them, and they can't. Anyway, go ahead.
Well, is that so much the internet as much as just media in general?
Yeah.
'Cause, like with TVs, dude. Like, all right, this might be a little personal, but you know, I was trying to have some snoo, man, and you know, she turned on the TV, she started watching TV, and I'm like, what the fuck? You know, like I don't know, like I know with my family, when the TV's on, they're like, shut up, stop talking. And you're like, I'm trying to. You're watching Modern Family. Who gives a shit? Like, why can't I talk? Like, this isn't like some intense drama or something. Like,
Yeah.
but it's the same thing with the phone. But now they have it in their hands. Because before when you were out and about, like you didn't have that option. You had to talk to people.
Yeah.
Now you have everything in your hand, and they just want to escape into their phone, and they don't know how to. You know.
Oh, you said something else. But yeah, no, I get that, and it's just like, you know, to me, it's just like, what does it say? What do you say? Better a tourist grabs an M16A1 if he or she enters the USA. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by
No, I
that?
didn't hear
The
that.
gun stuff?
I didn't hear that.
He said better a tourist grabs an M16A1 if she enters the USA.
What, like that one crazy bitch that fucking supposedly shot a bunch of people or whatever? I don't fucking know. Well, here's the thing. With guns in the USA, we actually have pretty decent laws that are not supposed to allow people to fucking have, like, from different countries to fucking buy guns. So, I don't know what you're talking about, but I mean, there's other ways to get guns too that I don't know about because I'm not a fucking bad person. So I don't know. Like, you know, we're supposed to have a good system, but I mean, apparently not. But I mean, believe the media tells you a bunch of shit. Be prepared against the hillbillies.
That was a good one.
Yeah, fucking hillbillies.
Hey man, but when the zombie apocalypse comes, we're all gonna be trying to.
Dude, I got my
Trying to
pastrami
get
in
their
one
guns, man.
hand,
They're gonna-
a pastrami in one hand, and a shotgun in the other. What's up? Oh man, but yeah. I know. Sometimes I just gotta stop talking for a while. I even get annoyed at
Right.
myself.
I just like my whole fire team just died, and I'm like,
Yeah, actually, the fight's kind of stopped right now on Planetside.
oh yeah.
Yeah, like everyone's just kind of like, meh. Everyone had to go eat or something. What the fuck time is it? Oh fuck! I'm getting
like
shot
3
the fuck
o'clock.
up. Oh fuck! It's like 3. Well, Squeeze said he's gonna buy like a pizza, and we're gonna get Ben and Jerry's ice cream, and we're gonna get some fucking. We're gonna just watch movies and do nothing today, cause fuck.
Because it's Sunday.
Cause it's America.
Because it's America.
Oh, you motherfucker. Ah, bitch.
Fucking shot the shit out of me. Oh, got like a fucking acid reflex. Alright, hillbillies. You're watching too many Hollywood movies.
I don't know, man. I've never been like east.
Well, like Midwest or
Would
whatever.
you go
like
to the
fucking
south?
middle
Middle of the country.
Yeah.
Fuck that, dude. I ain't going to
Middle
the
of the
south.
country.
Fucking, you know, they said, you know that, okay, I told you that my uncle was, they were gonna move him to fucking North Carolina or whatever. For his
Oh,
company.
shit.
Okay, so they're gonna move
Yeah.
company, right? He works for fucking Shimano, right? And Shimano basically makes all the fishing equipment and bicycle equipment and other shit like that. So he's one of the top guys, right? So fucking they're gonna move him over there, right? And fucking he said fuck that, and they told him that the South is still the South, which concerns me. And he says, well, what do you mean? He says, elaborate on it. And he goes, well, if you ain't the right color, don't go there. basically. I'm like,
shit.
fuck that, dude.
Well, wasn't it? I don't remember the place exactly, but it was like sometime last year, I think. Wasn't there like a bunch of Nazis and like somebody ran over somebody with their car? Or they're running over people with their cars? Or some shit. Like this happened like sometime last year, I think.
Uh-huh.
In some one of those states. And I was like, how are there still Nazis? It's fucking 2018 or 2017 or whenever it happened.
Yeah.
But it's like, how the fuck? Like, I think my buddy, he was like, you know, there was a time when when in America we could all agree that Nazis were bad. And like, like seriously, like what happened? We were all on the same page at one point.
Oh yeah,
But,
because
at least we can agree on one thing, that Nazis are bad. But now it's like,
isn't that fucking liberalism or fashion of the left or whatever? They're trying to make it like okay or some shit, and they're also wasn't there a thing in the news saying like, oh yeah, the Nazi people or whatever, yeah, and they're trying to make it okay. Or, I don't know what the fuck, but they're basically trying to say like, hey, it's not nice to like say bad things about them, but it's like no. Those motherfuckers were evil, dude. Have you seen what the fuck happened? Have you seen all the shit that they fucking did? When it was the Nazis, when it was under Hitler's command and all that shit. And it's weird because they even said like that shit in Germany. Like in Germany, they don't, they call him the Chancellor instead of the Führer, you know, or some other shit. And they try to like water it down and say like that's not really exactly what happened. It's like, well, then how come the rest of the world remembers it that way? But they're trying to make it so that way they weren't so bad. It's like, shit happened, but it wasn't their fault. It's like, it's not, we're not going to label you that way. It's just, that's what the fuck happened. And it could be U.S. propaganda too, trying to shove it down our throats. And, always, fucking people, ever since kingdoms were kingdoms, they always try to make people be opposed to each other so they can, and in the background, they can get whatever they need when these people are duking it out. But I don't know. It's just I think it's just the whole thing to keep people at odds because they're different and shit happen. Put labels on people to make them seem worse than they are when they're just sitting there eating a fucking sandwich. I don't know. Yeah, dude, he's a fucking Nazi. It's like fucking shoot him. It's like what the fuck? Like take my reverb off.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think he said something, but I haven't fucking checked. Sorry, buddy. I'm probably gonna cut this fucker off soon. No. Did he run away already? Is he gone? He might be gone. We lost our only viewer. But anyway. Zombie Society. Somebody's guy's name Zombie Society. The fuck? Guy's shooting his own dude. Oh shit. Oh man. You still playing fucking Destiny? Where'd you go? Taking a shit.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm like, where'd you go?
I didn't go anywhere.
I was like talking and I was like, what the
hear
fuck?
me.
Yeah.
No, I just noticed you couldn't hear. I don't know what happened with my mic. I mean, still.
Yeah. I was like, we lost our friend. No.
Hey, I mean, I don't even know how he found us in the first place.
I know.
Cool.
I'm like, yeah, we got somebody. Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't even the inaugural podcast. Yeah. I don't know, man. It would be cool to like do this in person though.
To have yeah,
Go over to your house and just
and settle this
Whatever.
over a plate of chili fries and a couple 805s.
ooh, invite us.
Some Vitus. Oh man,
And
that's
some of that
celebration beer
some
right
of-
there.
and then some of that Cinny Sin Sin that you
Oh,
brought
shit.
from Orange County.
Fuck, motherfucker, nah. I
Just
only
a
did
little
that.
bit.
I only did that like once. And I was just like, meh. I was like, I need to do this.
Yeah,
with
but you got that.
I need to do this with a girl, dude.
You got the thing that makes you sleepy though. We need
Yeah,
something
just-
that gets you more,
Yeah.
that gets the creative thoughts flowing.
Cocaine.
No, I don't know
No.
what that is.
I don't know what that is. What are you talking about?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's a myth from the 80s, right?
Yeah. There's no such thing.
Yeah.
It's not real.
Nah,
Stop it. You lie.
allegedly cocaine. Yeah, allegedly. I don't recollect these things. Oh fuck! I'm getting shot the fuck up.
The challenge of the elder.
Challenge of my 16 nipples.
Look at my 16 nipples.
Something dark side. Let the hate flow through you. Fuck you eating, man? Grapes? Hey, like, every time I come in the kitchen, you in the kitchen, in the goddamn refrigerator, eating up all the food.
Yep. That's me. Oh man, I don't want to go to work tomorrow. I don't want to go clean up some shit. Deal with people's shit. I want to do this. I just want to like talk. Talk about bullshit.
I want to talk about bullshit and get paid for it. You want to be Joe Rogan? You want to be Joe Rogan?
Pretty much. Yeah, man. I don't get paid to drink beer and get high and talk about bullshit with my buddy. know, man.
That
This
is the American
that's
dream
what-
right there.
Yeah. Get paid to do nothing.
Paid to not a fucking thing, dude. That's what everyone strives for.
Yeah, man. Yep. Someday it'll happen, man.
Woo, if I get shot by that thing, I might get blown up.
Dude, so is it hot over there in
It's 100
Nashville?
degrees. It's 100 degrees, dude.
Oh god.
Yeah, the dogs are like fucking like, yeah. Like, come inside.
It's hot over here too. I don't know if it's that hot, but it's pretty hot.
Yeah. Ah. I blew up
So
like an idiot.
hold on, someone's knocking on my door.
Jehovah's Witness.
Hey, are we still going?
How long is this? The stream's been on for like an hour, dude.
You want to cut the
Yeah.
stream then?
It's up to you. I'm not going anywhere yet.
Oh, where you? What?
We're gonna
what
for
was
my
that? What
sister's
happened?
birthday.
That happened days ago.
I know, dude, but
It's
whatever.
fucking Sunday. It was last Sunday.
I know.
What the fuck? I've never
They
had a
still
fucking
wanna-
week-long birthday.
That's what we do in my family, man. We have like a birthday week.
Why does it make up for sitting around all fucking week?
Except for
Sitting
not
around
having
all week? Yeah, not doing shit.
not having a father present.
Oh, fuck, dude. Oh. Damn,
What's your
dude. Like,
I had to.
I mean,
man.
you've heard of
saw the
shots
opposite-
fired. This one, you just put the revolver to the head and just went.
Yeah. I don't know. They're closing. You know the Rainforest Cafe? Have you ever been there? Or heard
I've
of it?
never been there, but I've heard of it.
Well, they're getting rid of a bunch of shit at downtown Disney. They're getting the ESPN zone closed. I think last night was the last night.
Yeah,
the AMC theater, they're
that place was
closing it, and then
ESPN zone. That place was dead as fuck, dude.
it was dead, so it makes sense. But they're expanding the hotel there or something, and so they're getting rid of a lot of their stuff. And they're getting rid of the Rainforest Cafe, and that place is actually pretty cool. So she wanted to go before they close it. So
I always wanted to go because they look cool. Because don't they have like animatronic like bullshit or something?
They have
Like,
like
you
it's
could
like a little
touch-
safari, dude.
You could have the elephant tickle your balls or something. Like,
Not too
no.
far. I don't want that mental image of you, Steve. Oh man, do you have like the best like Carl type laugh? Hey, Prime Man!
Private, I'll fuck him with that.
Oh man.
Fuck.
Wait, so you said you saw Deadpool 2?
No, I didn't fucking see it. I was going to.
You
but-
guys didn't end up
I'm fucking broke, dude. I live in buttfuck Fresno. What do you fucking?
I don't know, man. I thought like the whole family was gonna.
We're supposed
you guys
to.
gonna
But
do-
that didn't fucking happen.
You're gonna do that thing where you buy 2 tickets and you get the whole family in.
Yeah,
with just 2
more,
tickets.
yeah. You want to know what my family did? They did the thing where they bought 2 12-packs and that was it.
They wasted all the money on food and everything on
Yeah,
beer.
no, they wasted. There's no food, Danny. There's just beer.
No, they
That-
wasted all the money for food on beer. Is what I
Yeah,
meant.
yeah.
All the food money on beer.
Yeah, dude, motherfuckers.
Yeah. Oh man, that sucks. But it's funny because it's not happening to me.
What the fuck? Yeah, it's funny because fuck you. I was a little slow on that shit, but screw you.
Oh man.
Piece of shit.
Steve, I don't want to go to work. I don't know. I'm grateful I have a job, but
I might be happy that you can complain that you are going to work. I ain't got shit.
I know,
That's-
right?
That's my fault.
Those are first world problems.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I
So
have
check
to
this out.
go do a job where I get paid.
I know. Okay, so check this fucking shit out, right? Okay. And the fucking where I go donate my shit, right? Where I go donate my blood. I was talking to this one dude,
Yeah.
and fucking this motherfucker. I was like, so what the fuck is there to do here? I mean, like seriously. He's like, nothing. Okay, cool. So I've gotten the answer plenty of times, right?
Mm-hmm.
So fucking hold on, I just had to shoot this fucking little dude. But anyway,
Alright.
so I got the answer right, and I'm like, okay, well, I go, hey, is there like a lot of jobs here? Is there a lot of people out of jobs here? And he's like, yeah, dude, there's like tons of people that are like out of jobs. I'm like, really? Like, you know, that's crazy, huh? It's like, so Fresno, there ain't shit, you know.
We've
Mm-hmm.
liberated the facility.
It's just interesting that like, okay, like in the middle of California, I'm always trying to say like all of California is like the greatest and whatever, but no, like the middle of California is nobody can get a fucking job because there's no jobs.
Dude, California is the biggest illusion ever because it's like, oh, California, the Golden State, like, oh, everyone's rich and shit. There's a lot of rich people here, but there's also a lot of homeless people. Like,
Well, yeah,
that's the side of California people don't know about. The homeless population. It's probably one of the biggest in the country.
Yeah,
Like,
okay.
Like
so,
LA has the biggest homeless population, I believe, in the country.
No, but even fucking Orange County has a big fucking homeless population.
Well, I don't know if if it was before you left, if this was already going on, but do you remember by Angel Stadium?
They cleared them
And,
all
like,
out.
Yeah, dude, they had like there was a whole I don't know what they called it. I forget what they called it, but there's all these tents and stuff on the riverbed of like
Yeah,
homeless
Tent
people.
City.
Just yeah, and it's like what the shit, man. And I don't know what they did, but they moved them away. But it's like, well, where'd they go?
Well,
They
no,
had to
no,
go
no.
somewhere.
Okay, so check this out. So I was keeping up on this shit, and there was a YouTuber, I forgot his name, but he was like filming this shit, right? Like as it was happening. And what the one thing that the way that they got them out was that they said it was like some kind of city maintenance that they had to do on the road or whatever, and they figured out that that's the only way you could do it, because apparently according to the California law, you can't kick a homeless person out of where they're living, like where they're staying, you know. So that's what that was going about, but they figured it out by that fucking bullshit with the fucking maintenance. So they kicked them all out, but I don't think they returned ever since, you know? Like, have you driven by there in a while?
Yeah, I drive by there all the time, and they haven't returned. That's what I'm saying, where do they go?
So I don't know where they went. Like, you know, like maybe they went somewhere else. I have no idea. Or what do you think? They gathered them up and they're doing experiments?
I don't know, man. Soylent Green is people. Like,
what the fuck?
I don't know. You've seen that, right? Soylent Green? I think that's the movie where they were like taking people and they were making them into some drink or something, or some.
They're making them
food.
into drinks,
or some food or something, and they were feeding them back to people, to society.
Fuck.
I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. I don't want to get too with the tinfoil hat or anything, but all I know is that they're not there anymore, and I don't know where they went because they had to go somewhere. But I just think it's shitty that we can't like figure out the whole homeless situation in America.
Yeah.
You know, if we're supposed to be like the greatest country in the world, like we can't figure that out.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I think a lot of people don't even care. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, they don't want to do shit about it.
I don't think about it as much because it's like, well, I can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
And I think that's what a lot of people, it's just like, what am I going to do about it? I can't help, so.
But there's like, I mean, they have so many like homes and shit and whatever that like can be used for like people. But it's just like, they don't even want to help. I mean, I figure, you know what, if okay, some of these people, like I've talked to some of these homeless people and a lot of them are cool. And fucking, some of them, it's like, you know, they're just like, if I just had a place to like fucking stay and fucking get my shit together, you know, like they just got dealt a fucking bad fucking hand. And it's not like their fault per se, but it's like, it's not like their environment didn't help them. But I mean, if they want to like really do something and they like go through a program or whatever and they want to get help and shit, then like why not, you know? But it's like the other ones where they're just boofers and all they're doing is just fucking, you know, sticking needles in their arms and doing nothing. They don't want to do shit with their lives but be hammered. And I mean, sorry, but you know, there's other people that can be helped, you know?
There's people that are willing to take opportunities.
There you go.
You know? Yeah. They just haven't had any.
Yeah.
Haven't had good ones, or, you know, because another thing too is like I'm sure, like I've been like, you know, like I was unemployed for a year. I was never homeless, thank God, but like I felt like I was down and out. And sometimes when you're at your lowest point, you can't see the solutions, so you can't see the answers to your problems.
Yeah, I know that.
You know,
I mean,
so that
person has been.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's, I think, when we need to step in as a society and help provide those answers, because they might not be able to see them at that time. Instead of just be like most people, if you get a job, you lazy ass. Like, well, have you ever thought that maybe they can't see, like maybe you could see what they need to do to get out of that, but they can't see it. You know?
Yeah.
Like, so we need to help them. At least the ones that are willing to take the help, you know? Because some people, like you said, some people don't want, they're content living that way, and whatever, man. Do whatever you want. But there are some people that they don't want to be there, or they just can't see the way out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and that's a hard thing. It's like, I mean, it has to do with like people that have addiction problems or whatever. It's like, yeah, they just can't see it, and unfortunately, like no matter how many like programs you put these people through or whatever, like if you try to force all these things down their throat, it's just not going to work. It's like it has to come from the inside where they want to like change and they want to help themselves, and that's the only way they're going to get out of it.
Yeah.
It's sad because you want to help them, but you can't. The only person that can help you is you. At the end of the day, and you know, and there'll be always people to help you sometimes, and you can ask for the help, but you have to want it. You know?
Yeah. Because for as many like selfish people that are only out for themselves, there's a lot of people that will help you if you're willing to.
If you're willing to ask and have the courage to keep on fighting and make a difference in your life, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. On that note, I'm gonna end the podcast and everything, and you know, thank you for the one dude that was listening to us and everything. we'll probably do this again soon or later. I don't know. I'm lazy.
Yeah, maybe we'll like actually think of some topics instead of. I like the whole how we just like the freeform kind of aspect of it.
Yeah.
We're just,
I don't like
people that don't
scripted
know-
shit. Yeah.
Nah, but maybe bullet points so we don't have.
Oh,
I mean,
just
I didn't
to
think
have
we
something
really,
to talk
We
about?
had like that one brief moment of dead air, but for the most part, this is how we talk, man. We just keep going on about
Yeah.
bullshit for
Yeah.
one thing after another.
Mhm.
This is just you and me. So
Yeah.
yeah, man, it was
All
fun.
right.
I had a good time.
Oh yeah. All right. On that note, see you later, toodles, and may the Lord be with you. Peace.